This is an image made by Anwar Ehtesham, known on Instagram as Ehtesham Digital. A big hello to all street photographers all around the world. My name is Agnes and I'd love to welcome you to our next English Live with this amazing photographer from Bangladesh. And I'm not just printed a lot of images from Anwar. I also received this amazing, beautiful book, Hope and Dreams. And we definitely will talk about this book, showing some images out of the streets of Dhaka. Probably you can see already some images. And also unique, wonderful light and shadow impressions like this. Beautiful work. So it's an amazing, wonderful book. He dedicated this book to his wife, which is also very, very nice. And let me make a very short and quick introduction to Anwar, and then we try to connect Munich and Bangladesh. So this is Anwar, and Anwar was born in 1983 in Bangladesh. Then he studied business administration, and around 2019 he got his camera, and then he discovered street photography, especially during the COVID times. We will talk about this for sure, how COVID times especially changed his approach to photography or to going out on the streets and to shoot. And actually, through his photography, Anwar captures the untold stories of humanity. I show probably also one image I printed. Street sceneries from Dhaka, especially the working class, always focusing on the interplay between people and their environment. And his work aimed to capture the emotions, behaviors, and soul of the urban life. So it's I'm very happy to hopefully connect myself to Bangladesh and to talk about this amazing book and amazing artwork. So let me try to go for Anwar. Yes. During we connect each other, I probably read something out of your book too, which is very, very beautiful about Dhaka. Let me try. If it's not working, I try it over and over again, because sometimes it's take a little bit longer. Yeah. We just wait. And Dhaka is a city alive with noise.
Hello,
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. Can you actually hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I
Okay,
think
great.
perfect. We have the same T-shirt. Actually, I also wanted to tell to the people. Yes, I received this T-shirt with your beautiful book, and it's really, really amazing and cool. And I'm very honored to wear the shirt and to get this book to see your beautiful work. So, um, yeah, let me talk about everything about your book, about the idea of your book, about Dhaka, about street photography in Dhaka. I already showed some images, probably
Yeah,
especially this one.
yeah. Actually, first of all, thank you so much for having me.
Yes,
Uh, in fact, when Steve first texted me about joining this conversation, he gave me this text almost like 8 months ago.
yes.
So that was also a Friday or something. So when first the text came, I thought it was a mistake.
No,
I thought, it was kind of like a wrong window, so I ignored it. So after 1.5 hours, I checked again. I saw the message is still sitting there.
I
I
know.
thought, okay, maybe something is wrong. Then
Yeah,
I asked him, are you sure about this? He said, yeah, I'm sure. So this is how it started. I am a big fan of Macadam Lives. I try to watch all of those, and I never imagined I will be able to join someday. So that is an exciting moment for me. Thank you so much, everyone, for having me. And this is a memorable day for me. Absolutely.
thanks to telling me, because it always also goes into my heart. I see you watching. I see you being there, and also it's amazing also for us hosts to see that people are interested in with lives. and even more, you more than the one on our actually really on our list, because you're
Yeah,
beautiful. You deserved it. Yes, Day is also writing it. You deserved it. Your beautiful approach to streets of Dakar, and
yeah,
with your book, which definitely is also something which is not easy to do. And you took a long time, especially.
absolutely.
How long?
Absolutely. Actually, the photos that you see in this book, these photos were taken between 2021 to 2024, I mean, February 2024. So it's almost like 3 hours it took me to collect all those photographs. But
Yeah,
you know, I was never thinking of coming up with a book. That was not in my plan, even though I always dreamed of having my book, but not at that time. But something happened, and at one point of time, I decided, okay, why not coming out with my very own book. So then I started. So the process actually took almost 3 to 4 months, because in these 3 hours I have taken tons of photographs. So you would have to filter down, and I have no experience of making a book, because making a book is a separate grammar altogether. So
yeah,
taking photographs and then making a book are totally different skill set. But I got support from many friends.
yeah,
Many friends actually helped me, gave me advice, guidance, and everything. And finally, it happened. So yeah,
yeah.
that's a that's an excellent experience.
It happens, and it's beautiful. You dedicated this book to your wife, which also is
Yeah,
beautiful, Samira. So greetings to Samira. I also wanted to show probably something very interesting. There's a small little card of Dhaka. If you
yeah,
don't know the city, so very photographed, and also you have little lyric, which I honestly love. Is Dhaka is a city alive with noise, but through my book, um, I'd start to unvoice. So
absolutely, absolutely.
call
In
the
fact,
down.
Dhaka is a busy city, and I mean, it is very difficult for you to find a quiet place, because
Yeah,
everywhere somebody is buzzing its horn, someone is talking, someone is shouting, and people are all over the places. It's one of the densely populated cities in the world. If I'm not wrong, it is probably ranked 8. So out of this chaos, my job as a photographer was to find the beauty and harmony in it, and that's what I kept doing. It was very difficult at the beginning, but since I was on the street for days after days, I started to learn. I started to realize those rhythm and all, and then I actually, uh, my photograph actually got the reflection of what I actually see. So the specific photograph that you're seeing,
yeah,
that has got a story. That photo was taken at Shakari Bazaar, and there is this small alley. And if you walk through that road, you'll probably won't see uh, people can live there. So
yeah,
that is a narrow alley. I went there and I found this dad and son. They were actually playing. So I took their photograph, and they were very humble. And what really attracted me is the texture that you see, the
yeah,
vibrant colors and the textures, and there was like sort of a light that was actually falling on them from the top.
yeah,
So the entire thing gave a very beautiful atmospheric feel. So I took the shot. So that's not the fun part. The fun part is after 4 or 5 months later, I took the print of these photographs and I went to them and
yeah,
I gave that photograph to them, and they were like super happy,
yeah,
because they were saying a lot of people come and take their photograph, but nobody actually gave them the photograph. So I was the first person to actually go there and give them the photograph, and they were so happy. They said, like, anytime you want, you can actually visit us, you can
yeah,
take our photographs. So yeah, and that feeling is absolutely priceless,
yeah.
because the innocent uh, faces that I saw, the friendliness, the humbleness, the kindness, these are actually priceless. I think that is basically the beauty of street photography.
Yeah. This is also you go
Oh,
very close to the people I
yeah,
see. You have a beautiful background, but also the light. Is the I wanted to ask the light
yeah.
in those streets, is it coming somewhere through the houses or um How is the
Uh,
concept of the light in Dhaka
right.
actually?
Actually, Dhaka has two parts in
Yeah.
general. One is the new Dhaka, where you're gonna see the skyscrapers and building. Valeria is here. Hi.
Valeria.
So, so that part is all bricks and mortars, and that
Yeah.
part I never liked because I don't see soul in those places. But in the old Dhaka, there you will get all the old buildings and
Yeah.
people with the minimum income. And these people are usually humble, they're friendly, and they are not that, I mean, social media conscious. I mean, like who's
Yeah.
gonna take their photograph and post. So they are not at all bothered about their privacy and stuff. So they are usually open to the photographers and all. The photograph that you're holding right now,
Yes.
that is basically one of the refugee camps.
Yeah.
After the liberation war between Bangladesh and Pakistan, there were some Pakistanis, those who cannot return to Pakistan, so they stayed here and they turned into refugees. So that is one of the refugee camps.
Yeah.
The reason why I love this photography, you see, there is a senior person and there is a infant. So
Yeah.
that senior person, when he was born as a Pakistani, but
Yes.
his grandson, he was born here, so he was born as a Bangladeshi.
In Bangladesh
So
too.
so two generations side by side in a narrow alley, and as you were saying, the lights in that narrow alley, the two buildings were like
Yeah.
close like this, and there was this free space where the sun can actually, I mean, light
Go
can come
through.
down. So
Yeah.
so this is where I took the photographs.
We had a question from Valeria. She asked us, how
Yeah.
would you describe yourself as a photographer? How would you
I never.
describe yourself?
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I
never
think,
thought of
yeah.
this. I never thought of this, but I think when I go out with photograph, there are
Yeah.
certain things that I always try. First of all, I try to do better than yesterday.
Yeah.
And one thing I always try is not to disclose myself to the photographers.
Yeah.
Okay, I always try to be invisible and take photographs, even though there are some photographs where we got the eye contact, like the photograph that you're showing a
Yeah.
couple
With
of
the
minutes
guy,
ago.
yeah.
I was holding the camera and all of a sudden they were there and we had this eye contact. So as a photographer, that was kind of like they knew I'm taking photograph. Okay. So I don't know how do I answer this question. I am an open kind of a person. When I go out, I keep my expectations very low.
Yeah.
Like I said, I try to do better than the last
Day
time.
before. Yeah.
Day before, yeah, and yeah, I try to be honest when I take photographs. So
Yeah.
that's it. I think that actually explains what I do on
Explains
stage.
what you do. Actually, I wanted to ask about this little beautiful girl also in the.
Okay,
So you mostly go to places with I wrote with the working class or with the
yeah,
people where is not that much money in Bangladesh, and you are shooting
yeah,
in those streets, and
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, these people are actually this one was taken in a slum
yeah,
that was in Wadi. So you see, the slum areas they are not the privileged like the people from the newer Dhaka. And these people, I have noticed, like if you look at their dresses and the colors that they wear, they love vibrant colors.
yeah,
And just because of this hobby, this photography hobby, I actually ended up visiting them. If I were in some other profession, I had some other things to do, then I would have never see their life very closely. So
yeah,
every time I see them, I feel privileged. And God is very kind because I have a good job. I can actually take care of my family. But for them, the life is totally different. And they're very happy with the bare minimum.
yeah.
So they have the resilience and they have the, what should I say, inspiration to be happy with a very limited resources.
Yeah,
So
that's street
that actually
photography.
encourages me.
Does what you see actually, this is probably a question, does it change your way of seeing also life? Are you more
Yeah.
aware of things, what's going on and what's happening when you walk
Yeah,
around
absolutely.
and see? Yeah,
Absolutely. I think As a person, I am an introvert person.
Yeah,
If you see like I'm sitting with five people, probably I won't be talking with them. But when you start going out with your camera and you come across different kind of people, and then sometimes after taking the photograph, I actually talk to them. I actually
yeah,
want to know their situation, their struggles, their crises. The photograph that you're showing right now, that was also taken at War Islam.
yes,
And they have a serious crisis. That is, they don't have enough water over there. Okay, so that is one of their struggles. So I talk to them. I actually try to know more about their life, and when I get to know about those, that makes me feel uh, some sort of satisfaction.
yeah,
Satisfaction in a sense like I am getting close to those people. I'm becoming a part of their life. That is one thing. Another thing is I can feel how privileged I am, how kind was God to me because I'm in a very good condition right now. So yeah, so
yeah.
that actually changed my total perspective about seeing things, seeing people, meeting people. Yeah,
Yeah, talking to them and to making this beautiful book. Actually, I really, it's amazing. So I really, if someone likes to get your book, hopes just go on your page or write you and get some
yeah,
impressions from Bangladesh. And also, I knew you had some visitors like Marcy from
yeah.
Brazil. She came. Yeah, I have the greetings to Marcy, but I saw it in her stories and also in your stories. So you also have photographers coming to you to Bangladesh, visiting you
Yeah,
and asking for a walk or just to show them the areas to see because you are local there. And
yeah.
how was it for you actually to get yeah, to know people from Instagram? Because probably it's also just amazing. Also, we met because we know each other, we follow each
Yeah,
other a really long time. Anwar, I know you were one of my first because we started with Instagram the same time with the COVID.
probably,
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 yeah,
probably. Yeah, I think I'm thankful to Instagram because Instagram actually gave me some really good friends.
yeah,
You, for example, Valeria, for example, I have many good friends and well-wishers. Say, for example, Karen Goslaw, you
Goslov,
know her as well.
yeah,
So she helped me organize this book, and I
yeah,
mentioned her name in this book at the very end. So this friendship is priceless because these days pure friendship is something absolutely rare. So getting help from people you don't know 5 years ago. This is amazing. So yeah, that actually gives you a satisfaction. At the same time, you get to know about different culture, different society, different style of photography, different style of
yeah.
I mean approaches and all. So yeah, that is very helpful. Very helpful. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have, I also read like people you inspired were inspired was Wen Ho. So you liked his approach of the streets or shooting street. I read it and Steve McCurry. So those
Yeah.
are your two big names actually.
Absolutely.
Which yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. Let me go back a little.
yeah,
There are many reasons why I started photography.
yeah,
And one of the vital reason was my job. My job was extremely hectic. It was kind of like a 24/7 job. I am in a marketing and communication
yeah,
professional, so I need to take care of so many things, and so many things were happening all the time. There were projects after projects, assignments after assignments, and every time something is going wrong somewhere, and I'm the one who used to take care of this. And
yeah,
that actually made my life really hectic. So
yeah,
I was desperately looking for a hobby, and I tried many different things and finally found that photography is something where you have your full control. You can go out anytime, you can take photography anytime, and you can actually do your stuff. So this is how actually my journey as a photographer started. But then the COVID came out of nowhere, and actually that helped me because I was very shy taking photograph on streets. But during COVID, everybody used to wear the mask, and
yeah,
so my identity and the person whom photograph I'm taking, their identity is also not visible. So
Yeah.
that gave me the comfort to actually get closer to them, take photographs of them, and this is how actually it all started. So
Yeah.
COVID to me actually was a blessing for me. So yeah, I'm really happy because COVID happened, and that helped me become a photographer who am I right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I know for some people it was also when you had a stressful job, I imagine to be a supervisor. Uh, and
Hmm.
then suddenly there's the still stand and you go out with the camera focusing, just probably also sleep the first time because people who were tired, but then walking out and on the streets and just having visual, yeah, the impact and the time. Actually, it's also something of a time, because when you work a lot, it's not always easy just to take yourself time and to go outside
Absolutely.
also. So we have some. I
Absolutely.
wanted to. Yeah, it is. Yubadia. Good to watch your interview here, Anwar. I'm very proud of you. Great job. So you have a lot
Oh,
of
that's
fans, Anwar. Yeah, a lot of
yeah.
people
Thank
who
you,
are
Zubaida.
following
Thank you
you
so much for joining.
and watching. And I wanted to ask about this image actually, because this is
Okay.
also somebody's jumping. There are like, it looks like two walls. I'm not sure. The composition is amazing.
Actually, these two are basically the ships.
Yeah,
Okay, these are actually the body of the ship. There is this dockyard called Kernighan's dockyard where they take the old ship and they repair, and then the ship goes back to the sea. So when I went there, I was looking for a composition, and there were a lot going on. And then suddenly I saw like two ship bodies
yeah,
were like this, and there is this guy who was actually trying to go from one side to the other side, and the sky was blue, and the silhouette, everything actually worked so nice. So I instantly took the photographs, and
yeah,
after seeing the photograph, I really enjoyed. I mean, like overall, this photograph actually worked really well.
yeah.
So yeah,
This
that's
is
that's all about that
super.
photograph.
Wait, I found more of the ship's area. I'm not sure if I'm wrong now, but this is also probably it's
Yeah,
the same harbor, but it's
yeah,
impressive. It's really amazing. So very big
yeah.
ship.
That's the same place.
Yeah, and with the dust and with everything, it's an amazing
This
image, I have
photograph
to
was
say.
probably taken in December or something. I mean, like the winter season, and these are the things that you're seeing, white, foggy thing. These are not
Yeah,
actually dust. These are actually the smokes because the place was very cold, and that's why they put some fire so that I mean the place gets a bit of hotter.
hotter. Yeah,
For this scene, I mean, the smoke and the person at the foreground and the big ship at the background and the red shirt against the yellow shape, everything actually worked really nice.
with the
You know,
composition. Yeah,
yeah, the composition somehow worked. So that's
yeah,
why yeah, that is another photograph. So this is
yeah,
something that I try to do it as a juxtaposition as someone
yeah,
standing on his head. Okay. I don't know how much it worked, but this photograph somehow got really popular. And probably
yeah.
because of the vibrant yellow and the red accent, probably that worked really well.
Yeah, composition, beautiful colors actually, and it's
Yeah.
not easy to get Jungsa. I said Jungsa, Zangsa. It's not that easy. So if you try the first time, it's always okay. So sometimes it's also luck. There are masters in
Yeah.
doing it, but sometimes it's like also masters. And I have to say, approach of light and shadow. It's
Ah,
so
okay.
beautiful.
Okay. So that is another interesting place, and I ended up to this place. I don't know how.
Yeah,
It was basically Lal Bagh, and I was accompanied by one of my partners on that day, and
yeah,
we were walking together. At one point of time, he went somewhere and I went somewhere, and we were lost. So I was walking, and at one point of time, I saw a very narrow alley, and that
yeah.
place was really extremely hot because there were so many factories out there, and all the exhausts were like on that alley.
Yeah.
So I didn't think anything. I just walked by and entered in this alley, and then I ended up to this factory. This is the factory where they actually make chemical wire. It is very
Yeah.
difficult to explain because I don't know why it is used and how it is made, but that place involves a lot of heat, a few chemical mixture and everything. But what
Yeah.
attracted me the most is like the roof had a leak, and with that leak, the sun ray was actually getting inside the factory, and the
Yeah.
factory has got so much of dust and everything. It was so dirty place. The dust was actually creating the ray because otherwise you won't see the light. Just because
Yeah.
of the dust were actually floating in front of the light, the ray actually appeared. And at the
Way
same
up here.
time,
Yeah.
the guy was actually doing something. As you can see, there is fire and everything. So the atmosphere
Hmm.
actually something
Yeah.
magical.
Something
So
that.
I didn't
Yeah.
hesitate and I took the
We
photograph.
have
Yeah,
we have a very interesting man who is asking how can be indoor photography, street photography. It's a very interesting question, I think, Milan,
okay.
because
Yeah.
actually it's indoor, yes, but it's a street scenery. There are street workers. They are working. It's not staged, definitely.
I can actually give his answer. I mean,
Yeah,
like street photography not necessarily means what I believe. I mean,
yeah,
there can be different philosophies about this, but what I think street photography not necessarily means it involves streets. It involves an atmosphere where actually you have got nothing in your control,
yeah,
and it is basically the approach.
yeah,
Okay, so yeah, you can take a photograph in the street, and that and then that photograph can still be treated as a street photography.
yeah,
So yeah, so you can take any photograph anywhere as long as it is not staged, as
yeah,
long as it is actually happening and you have no control whatsoever on the scene. If you take the
yeah,
photograph, and definitely it should be treated as a street photography.
yeah, yeah,
That's my
yeah,
take from street photography. Yeah,
yeah. It is also like it's not it's everything what happens in public places and also indoor.
absolutely.
There are also amazing photographers shooting in museum, and also
Yeah.
it's kind of street photography. Uh, um, can you call documentary or documentary of process? Yeah, probably, but I think documentary is something different. Documentary is more reality photography. I don't want to lean myself far away, and
Hmm.
documenting probably something. And documentary always it's a series probably of something. We are documenting things like children playing on the streets, but if it's a single image just showing people working in a
I
place,
think I think
um,
I think the difference between street photography, documentary photography, photojournalist, journalistic photography, I think these are pretty much the same. I think what I think is why debating on this? Rather, we should enjoy and embrace the things that we are taking and
yeah,
trying to tell my story as strong as possible. I think that's what matters. I mean, we can have debates. I mean, whether it's documentary or street, but end of the day, it really doesn't matter as long as it tells the story. That's
yeah,
my feeling about the whole thing. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you, Milan. Milan is thanking that the asked or
Thank you.
so thank
Thank
you,
you.
Milan, for asking. It's always these are questions which are really important for us. When is it more landscape? What is fine art? Where is the
Yeah.
border of something? And anyway, we street photographers. Also to cross the border between political stuff and things like that, it's always not easy.
Yeah.
It's tricky because we have a responsibility at the end anyway. But
Absolutely. Absolutely.
actually, this is also with the lights. Anwar, this is amazing. So I see the light is coming also
Okay.
from the top. I have to lean myself. I hope people can hear me.
See,
Yes, it's better.
yeah. We can hear you. We can see the
Yeah,
photograph. In fact, that photograph was taken at Karwan Bazar when Marcia was here. She was there as
yeah,
well, but she was sort of unfortunate because when she visited Bangladesh at that time, it was raining all
yes.
day,
Oh
so
no.
she didn't get this kind of a light. But
Yeah,
this photograph was taken in the early morning, and light is straight. and the people that you're seeing with a basket, they are basically the
Yes.
coolies. They actually transport different vegetables and different kind of stuff from one place to another. So that's a very common thing. So what I wanted to do was like use the shadows and the lights, and the portion of his body is sliced by the shadows. So that created some sort of an atmospheric feel,
It's
and that
very,
I
it's
like, and
also,
that's
yeah,
like,
kind of cinematic. And I love you for something because you are not scared of, I say it's a color, though it's not, you are not scared of black, of having a lot
yeah,
of
I'm not
also
scared of
black.
that. In
Yeah.
fact, I
You,
love
yeah,
black a
I
lot.
love, yeah, I honestly have to say I love it too, just to have this light and shadow and probably focus on just specific things. And this is also something which is rare, which I saw, wait, probably I show now some also printed images, which I saw in the approach of your photography of the book is better
Yeah,
to show probably
yeah.
because my light is awful. I'm so sorry. But
No,
you
no, no, no.
also
We can see this.
have
So this photograph,
amazing, yeah,
yeah, yeah. So this photograph, you can see his body is not visible because of the shadows. Only his
yes,
a portion of his face and his bananas that he was actually selling. So so that created a mystery. I mean, like, who is this guy? His face is only visible, rest of the bodies is not visible. So that created a mystery, and that mystery is the main idea of taking that photograph.
yeah. Also this year, the guy, the guy in the egg.
Yeah,
I love. Yeah, this is one of the first images which I was like really okay. I think after this image, I found you also because I thought, wow, this is amazing with the
yeah.
light on the
There's a
eggs.
lot
And
of eggs.
yeah,
Yeah. So
it is.
and then that silhouette, not that of a big, or in the silhouette doesn't stand out that much, but
Yeah,
I found it very interesting. A lot of eggs, and then the colors, and then the silhouette, and to me, there is a saying. I mean, like, when I first started taking photographs, people
yeah,
used to say like, because I have learned almost everything from YouTube. I have
yeah.
watched, I don't know, 1,000 hours of videos just to learn
Yes,
photography.
yeah,
Okay, so there is this saying like, storytelling through
yeah,
photography. So I still don't understand what is storytelling by photography.
yeah,
But abruptly, what I can tell storytelling is like, it should give you some sort of feeling so that you get curious and
yeah,
you try to know what is really happening here.
yeah,
When you actually can create this question to your audience, I think this is when the story actually starts to begin.
yeah,
I don't know whether I'm correct, but this is my understanding after taking photograph for 5 years. So this is
yeah,
storytelling. So
yeah.
I actually follow my instinct, whatever is.
Definitely a
Yeah,
storytelling, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So,
yeah,
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 this is where the symmetry. There is a red shirt hanging on his right, and a blue shirt, and there is a straight line where a guy who's wearing a lungi only,
yeah,
sleeping, and there is a dog. He's also sleeping, and there is a pair of shoes. So everything actually provokes you. What is this place, and what is really happening?
yeah,
And I think this is when the storytelling actually starts.
yeah. Also, I think like storytelling, it's also the spectator. When you see something and you feel a story behind it, even if it's this is also I have an example. It's more landscape,
Okay.
but it's also
Yeah,
beautiful. And if you see as a spectator a story behind it, it's already a story because you read something, you have emotions, you see something
absolutely.
going on. So I always think also when we watch movies, for some people say it's not a good movie for me. So probably he
Mhm.
didn't get the story, and others say it's amazing, it's wonderful. So I think it's always kind of
Yeah,
sometimes objective how we see art, and also
absolutely.
everyone has the right to see it how he likes to see it. So if somebody
Absolutely.
says
Absolutely.
it's
Absolutely.
not my, I always say okay, so no worry,
Mhm.
it's fine. And if someone say it's totally my, and you probably not agree, but I always say yeah, it's super. I love that you found something in it. So
No,
it's
I mean
always, yeah,
you have correctly mentioned like every photograph tells a story, every photograph,
yeah,
but not every photograph resonates with everyone.
yeah,
So the people who can actually resonate with that story, he or she actually understand that photograph.
yeah,
That is the reason why photography is subjective. Some
yeah,
people love your photograph and some people will hate your photograph. So it
yeah,
is like that, and you'll have to accept it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, we have Milan is asking, I saw and observed that people strongly follow the popular images of someone and try to do or a little bit different image, but the objects are same, like a bus, dog, cow, lines,
Hmm.
etc. So does makes differ. Um, I think, and street photography Brazil, Anwar is an exceptional photographer with a sensitive and sharp eye. Great. Thank you so much, Anwar. You're
Thank you so
amazing.
much.
And
Thank
just
you so much.
probably to go why people are shooting. I think this was the question why people are shooting always the same objects or kind of the same style or
Hmm.
um, kind of probably it's their language. Just not,
I think if I can get his question
yeah,
correctly, uh, you will see like there are many photographers who actually tries to imitate uh, photographs of renowned photographers.
yeah,
Let's say Vinit Boda took some juxtaposition shots, so
yeah,
someone else will also try to do it. And I don't see any harm in it because
yeah,
by trying so, you will probably find five different ways to do it.
yeah,
Or probably you will end up finding something absolutely new you've never thought of. In fact,
yeah,
honestly speaking, when I first started taking photographs, I nakedly followed Fan Ho because he is my
yeah.
most favorite
He's your
photographer,
hero,
and
Fang Ho.
he's my hero, and you will see his inspiration is in my photograph because I try to chase lights, rays, and stuff, and Fan Ho
Yeah,
is excellent in it.
probably. Yeah,
Yeah, and then after I discovered the works of Steve McCary, he's another excellent photographer,
yeah,
undoubtedly, because his understanding of color, human emotions, and the composition are like phenomenal, undoubtedly. So I try to imitate him nakedly. But you know
yeah,
what? End of the day, after imitating those, I found different ways to do things differently,
yes,
and that actually opened new avenues for me. So
yeah,
I personally don't see any harm in it. But yeah, end of the day, uh, two things is important. First of all, you'll have to be happy end of the day after
yes,
whatever you're doing, because satisfaction is the ultimate thing, and that will keep you going. And secondly, is you'll have to keep learning from imitating those.
yeah,
If you keep imitate, end of the day, you won't have your signature. So
yeah,
yeah, it is definitely important for you to understand and then do your stuff in
yeah.
your words.
Yeah, it's something.
I'm
It,
trying. Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
think you're right because one day we start photography, and one day, already people shoot the dogs like they shoot. There are 100 dogs, but there is not
Mhm.
dog like this one actually. So yeah, but this is we
Yeah.
try and we try also black and white and everything. And sometimes the motives are
Mhm.
similar. We go on photo walks with hundreds of photographers. We have the
Right.
same, scenery. But even there, and
Absolutely.
this is the probably the tricky, this is the thing which is probably the most interesting. If you find something different on a place where 100
Yeah.
people were there, this is probably
Right.
the most interesting thing, which makes you shoot and shoot and shoot. Probably also,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I have
So
to show this
so
because this is so beautiful. I'm so sorry with the
yeah,
dog and
actually,
and the door. Yeah,
in fact, all of my photographs, you will see human being are the subject of almost all of my photographs. But
yeah,
this one is exception because I think the way the dog was sleeping and there is this yellow door and that bluish textured wall.
yeah.
So everything actually worked together harmoniously. So the color harmony, the balance of different elements all over the scene, it worked. And that is
Yeah,
the reason why I love this photograph. Like you said, I mean, like you will find thousands of dogs and there are thousands of photographers who are taking photos of dogs. But you know what? Sometimes you will find different ways of doing it.
Of doing it and
Okay,
different emotions.
and this is the satisfaction, right? Right.
Yeah,
So
different
this is where your
emotions.
satisfaction works. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry.
I have here also, this is again, if people, I have a beautiful book here from Anwar, Hope and Dreams from the streets of from Dhaka. And this is also one image which is really also
Okay.
it comes, you combine it with this one actually, but
Yeah.
this is also outstanding, I think, with the
Yeah. So
boat
this
and with
photograph was taken at launch station.
yeah.
What is that launch station? Somehow I forgot. There is only one launch station. Probably it's written there. I can't recall right now. Oh my God, what happened? Let me check. I have a copy of that
Yeah,
book with me as well.
yeah,
Oh,
you have it
that
with
is
you. Wait,
yeah,
I
that is
have to check.
Shodorghat. That is
Yes.
Shodorghat launch terminal. So this is where all the launch actually goes from Dhaka to different places of the country.
Of the country, yeah.
So when I was there, and that place usually stays very busy because there are passengers all over the place, and the people of the ship they like make it a mess
Yeah.
because they try to get as much passenger as possible.
Yes.
So when this photograph was taken, that ship was going away from the terminal,
And the
and that
dog,
lady
yeah.
was standing, and that gave me a feeling. I mean, like it is kind of like a separation. Something
Yeah.
you love, it is actually going away, and you are standing alone. So I found that feeling from that photograph, and
Yeah.
that is why I took that photo.
That's
Like I
more.
said, I don't know whether it resonates with everyone, but to me, it was like a separation. It's a tragic scene for me.
Yeah, this is and also like to find this is we all this is why I said Dakar is one of the most busiest places, and very a lot of people are there, and you find like really images where you can you single out actually normally a busy place, and you had the luck just probably just one human is walking there. This is also like
Okay,
when we combine on Times Square, always masses of people are there. But if you
absolutely.
find, you also find there as isolated people and images, and also some streets from
Oh, that was
Dhaka.
also taken from Karwan Bazaar. Marcia
Yeah,
was in this market with me.
yeah,
So this photograph was taken at the early morning, and there you can see the a pile of bags full of onions,
yes,
and there was this truck loaded with these piles of onions, and this coolie he got on top and he was standing there waiting for his partners to come back so that he can actually throw the bags to him. So at that time, the sky was very dramatic. It is not that clear in this camera, but if you can see the photograph face to face, you will understand. Like
yeah,
the drama and everything, he's standing alone, and the tall buildings and everything
yeah,
gave me a pretty interesting perspective, and that's why I took that photograph. You see, most of my photographs I took out of instinct.
yeah,
When I think this photo works, this is kind of like a muscle memory. I think like, okay, this works. I take the photograph. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think
yeah,
that photograph works.
yeah. And we have a question from uh,
Yeah.
Joseline. I said Joseline. I hopefully I'm very bad with names, so I hope it's
Yeah, yeah,
Joseline.
yeah, yeah.
Please also tell us more about your next book projects before leaving Baya.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are planning a next
Bhaiya means
Baya? Yeah.
bhai. He is a very good friend, a very
Yeah.
good brother, a very good mentor of mine. And in fact,
Yeah.
when I first started photograph, I had 20 to 50 followers. At that
Yeah.
time, we get to know each other. And he is
Yeah.
an excellent black and white photographer,
Yeah.
and uh, and he is always a well-wisher. I'm lucky to have him.
Yeah.
So the question he asked, in fact, uh, this book is volume one. As you can
Yeah.
see, this is volume one, and
Yeah.
in this book, I actually incorporated 121 street photographs.
Yeah.
So every photograph tells a story.
Yeah.
But my plan is to come up with the second book, volume two, where there
Yeah.
will be 5 to 6 stories. I mean,
Yeah.
like it will be a documentary set where you will find 5 to 7 documentary stories, and I'll be
Yes.
talking about different communities, different rituals, different struggles of the people of Dhaka
Yeah.
in a documentary series. So I don't know when I can make it, because after making the book, I thought like, okay, I have got 70% of the content ready for the next book. But then I realized, why not making it a twist? Why not doing it a different way?
Yeah.
So my plan has changed. I don't know when I'll be able to make it, but the next book will be a totally different book altogether.
Yeah.
So,
Please
so
keep us updated with the next book and with the project, because we, yeah, honestly, are waiting. Actually, I always say when I opened this book, it was so special. Not just the way when you realize it's coming from Bangladesh, it's so far away, and it took like weeks. And when you got it finally, and you always also have a personal approach to the photographer, it's always something special and have a special place. And anyway, I love books. I love to watch it. So this is why I always say I love the printed work of the photographers. It's worth to make a book, just because it's longer than media can, a phone can go out of order, but you have a book here, you have something in your hand which
I
survive a
think
lot.
I think the book I made, uh, it is a losing concern for
Yeah.
anybody. For me, I had a backer, I had a sponsor who actually beared most of the costs. But
Yeah.
making a book actually is a losing concern altogether, because there are very few people who will actually buy your book end of the day, unless you are someone really special, someone really
Yeah.
popular. So it is not a, uh, uh, I mean, from Bangladesh context, people won't buy a book which costs $35.
Yeah.
No way. They would rather go for a pair of Bluetooth headphones, not
Yeah.
a book. But I think after making the book, you have inner peace, which is unparalleled, which money can't buy. For me, it is the same thing. And like I said, I am one of the few who is very lucky to have a
To
sponsor.
have a sponsor.
Prime
Yeah.
Bank was kind enough to sponsor, not just Prime Bank, 4 other banks actually contributed for that project, and for those, I'm really thankful. But
Yeah.
for a general person, it's a very expensive project. It's a very expensive hobby, and there is no monetary return, no way.
Yeah.
So yeah, so for satisfaction, having your own book, it is something exceptional, but economically, it is not feasible at all.
Yeah, I understand. Probably also a zine or something small. It's always good to probably to try out anyway printed work. How does it work? And as I know, you make also amazing,
Yeah,
beautiful portraits. I
yeah.
wanted
This
to find it
photograph
in
has a
the,
story.
yeah, yeah. Please tell me, because yeah, I tried to find it in the book also.
I've got story for almost everything.
Yeah,
So I usually don't disclose like I said, I always try to stay discreet so that my subject do not see me. I'm
yeah,
taking their photograph. But this one has a different twist. I was going to Dhanmondi Lake. That photograph was taken in Dhanmondi Lake. While going there, that lady actually stopped me. He told
yeah,
me, Bazan. Bazan means son. Son, will you take a photograph of mine? At that time, I had a very chunky setup. I had Sony A7 III with a Tamron lens, which is a zoom lens, 70 to 180. So I usually take photograph when they ask me, and I usually don't check those photographs back.
yeah,
Since she asked, I took the photograph, and then I went somewhere else. I took the photograph. So after coming home, I was going through all the photographs and suddenly found this photograph. So
yeah,
I give some attention to this photograph, and when I zoomed, I actually saw there are a lot of details in his face. There are a
yeah.
lot of scars. Uh, I mean, the
Scratches.
aged woman
Yeah,
and her eyes, and everything is so amazing. So that detail actually fascinated me after seeing it. So I took the photograph to my laptop instantly and I checked again and I saw like
Yeah.
this is an excellent shot, tech sharp, everything is perfect, light is perfect, everything is perfect, and that instantly became one of my favorite photographs as a portrait. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean sometimes good shots just come to you. Okay, all
Yeah,
you need
yeah,
to do is
yeah.
just
This
click.
it's nice
Yeah,
to hear the story because yes, it's something special. The
yeah,
story definitely that I honestly have to say she's beautiful. The
she is
woman,
beautiful.
she's
She is
just
beautiful.
beautiful, and sometimes it's also a present if people ask you, uh, can you make a picture of us? And this is always for me, it's always the worstest pictures because I'm not there stage, and suddenly
Exactly.
you behave like an idiot. Oh, the camera, no, it's not. But
Yeah, okay, okay,
it's
okay.
just always a treasure when people ask, "Oh, yeah, can you make an image?" Also, so okay, not in every country, I have to say. The Germans are more okay, oh, image. What are you
Reserved.
doing? But
Yeah.
yeah, reserved. But when you go somewhere and people ask for an image, it's always, oh, well, okay, yeah, why not? But oh God, it's not going. Yeah, it's probably. I have also something I want also to show. This is what I really like because also there are people in motion walking towards,
Mhm. Yeah,
and
this is
it's
this
yeah,
photograph was also taken from Sodorghat. This
yeah,
is when a ship arrived, and there is this hustle and bustle. People are coming
yeah,
down from every direction just to go to their places. So at that moment, I sat down. I took a lower angle and take this shot. So the dynamics in this shot actually somehow work, and I like it. And that shows the kind of rush that people actually go through when they're in the terminal. This is for
yeah,
nothing. You can easily come down and go because the launch stays there for 8 hours. You have got plenty of time, but for unknown reason, people actually hurry, and sometimes they get injured by jumping from the ship
from
and
the
everything.
boats, yeah.
No points. So
And
yeah.
I love the combination because on this side you combine it with a very quiet image actually.
Yeah, this guy is this is a very lazy image, and
Yeah,
this is very funny because as you can see, there is this lake, and that guy just took a shower from that lake, and he had his underwear, his socks,
yeah,
his mask, everything he washed in that I mean lake, he actually put those for drying.
for
And he is
drying,
actually
yes,
wearing a gamsa. He is wearing a gamsa. Gamsa is kind of like a towel. He has nothing else.
yeah,
He's just wearing a gamsa. So when his underwear, the socks, and the mask will be dried
yeah,
out, and then
here,
he will
yes.
wear, and then he will go home. So he has that much of time in his hand. So, so
This is
in the other frame,
amazing.
everybody was
Yeah,
rushing, and this one has got all the time in the world.
all the time in the
So I
world
think,
for drying. Yeah. This is really cool. This is smart. It's cool. This is, and you ask about street storytelling. This is storytelling, actually.
yeah, somehow
It
it
tells,
works. Yeah.
it tells. Yeah, it's always yeah. It's wonderful. Oh, here I found her in your book. I was looking for
Yeah, yeah,
her.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
she's also in your book. Also, there are some beautiful portrait work.
And that guy wasn't posing for me. On
Yeah,
that day, I was having a tele lens 180 mm,
yeah,
and I was far away from him, and I was actually pointing at him, and I was waiting for him to look at the lens. The moment he actually looked at the lens, I took the shot.
yeah.
And yeah, that portrait. I don't usually do portraits, but this one I don't know. This one somehow works, and somehow I like portraits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's special. The contact, it's a different kind of probably emotion or feeling if people are aware of you making photos, or also you are aware of. Okay, I have to take an image of someone. It's
Mhm.
probably a different approach when you know that it's going to be done. I had oh yes here I got it here. It's better because I think
Yeah.
the light on my photography is very. I'm so sorry, but it's
No, no,
better
no.
to see it here.
Both of
Yeah.
them works. I think Bangladesh is a big fan of Argentinian football team, especially
Yes.
Messi. And
Really? I
before
didn't know.
Messi,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean they're crazy about this. And there are incidents where two villages got involved in a fight, just
Yeah.
because one village supports Brazil, another one supports Argentina, and
Argentina.
they get involved in fight several times, and that
Yeah.
happens. So the place where I took that was actually Nazira Bazaar, that is a part of Puran Dhaka.
Yeah.
So at that time I had a Rico, and I was
Yeah.
actually passing by, and suddenly I saw this alley where there is like thousands of Argentinian
Flag.
flags and a few Brazilian flags. So that is basically the street owned by the Argentinian supporters, and that
Argentinian fans.
yeah. So that actually I found quite fascinating. So I actually kneeled down and I was waiting for someone to actually cross so that I can get a silhouette. And suddenly someone actually showed up, and that photo actually worked.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Combined with this one, actually. Yeah.
And that is another photo that is actually taken from the dockyard at night.
Yeah.
I was there, and that place was absolutely pitch black. And all of a sudden, there were few people who were working inside the ship,
Yeah.
and there was a little gap. And at that day, I had probably Fuji XT30. So
Yeah.
I found a hole. I put the camera inside and took a shot, and then checked. Okay, I got the shot. So yeah, actually the structure, the red, the light, and
The
everything
light.
actually
You
worked,
are
and that's what I like.
actually, I have to say, really master when I saw more and more and you discover your work. So I invited people to watch your work. You see, you are truly a master, like a painter, like
Yeah.
an Italian painter, master of light and
This
shadow.
is also one of my favorite photographs. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but the face of the subject is somewhat obscured. You
Yeah.
can see there is someone. You can actually understand he's waiting for something, and there is this old table with an old mattress and everything, and the
Yeah.
mattress is a deep blue. So somehow it worked, and probably the obscurity actually uh, made the frame work. Otherwise, it wouldn't. If you could see his face, probably the photograph won't work. That's my reading from that photograph. Yeah.
Yeah. It's beautiful light approach, honestly. It's amazing to see. Also
Yeah,
inside,
and
outside. This is yeah, Anwar. I'm so yeah. I just show again. So there is this beautiful book, Hope and Dreams from the Streets of Bangladesh, from Dhaka. Also, like just street scenery, people reading newspapers or
yeah,
just
yeah.
being there, beautiful, combined with another guy. We have the
I think
yeah,
you have noticed correctly. That is, what I try to do is like in a book, you have got
yeah,
lots of photographs. So I usually try to make every fold you see a book, because
yeah,
these two actually makes a story. So this is what I try to do in every combination.
yeah,
If you go, like, making a book actually requires a lot of planning. I mean, how you're
yeah,
gonna set the logic, how you're gonna make the flow so that it goes well, people can actually understand it well. So that needs a lot of research. And this was first time for me, but maybe in my next book probably I'll do better. So wish me luck for the next book.
you did already in your first book. It's incredible. So
Thank
I
you so
was
much.
flashed about also the quality of the images or the paper. I was like, I opened it and I love the smell of this book. And also I just show again to the people, probably they missed the first page, the beautiful
Yeah.
scenery from Bangladesh, and it invites probably it. I'm very curious about Bangladesh, I have to say. And
And
now
you are
for
invited
your
in
book,
Bangladesh. You are invited in Bangladesh, and whoever is interested to visit Bangladesh, just let me know.
yes, contact
I have a day
Anwar.
job. I have a
Yeah,
day job, but I can actually find someone who can actually take you to different places. And if I get the chance, if I get the time, probably I'll join too, because
yeah,
Bangladesh is a very interesting country,
yeah,
and some people actually love it, and some people hate it. But this is where you will see a different world in a different way. So
yeah,
this will be an excellent experience, undoubtedly. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. This is, we have Milan. I have one question of street. Oh, wait. If street photography or photography are self visualizations or self vision that people learn in street workshops by street photography legends. Um, okay, I understand. I got.
Hmm.
Um, this is also what we learned. I guess also it's not that bad to make workshops also just to see the others work. You anyway have a different approach. You have anyway a different mind opinion about streets. Some go crazy, some go flash, some go light and
Yeah,
shadow. Some likes to shoot very close, the others very from. But what you learn is probably to find your signature. And this is what
yeah,
I think as
yeah,
a photographer. This is also Bruce Gilden said also in an interview, which I think very important. Always reminds me, don't be a mockingbird. Just try to find in
absolutely.
all this things and try. Me as myself, I also tried this,
Yeah,
that, but in
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
end,
You never know what's gonna work.
everybody will see. Okay, I realized. Yeah, this is Anwar. This is Anwar's style. This is his light and shadow approach. So it's always worth probably also to try things you never tried before, just to know. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And also, it's not bad to, we also, when you learn mathematics, we first of all learn the philosophy of the Greeks and things like this. So also in photography, it's good to
Absolutely,
see the
absolutely.
masters, to
And
see
and
how
and
they
end of the
work.
day, what really matters is you'll have to enjoy.
Yeah,
If you don't love what you're doing, then there is no point. End of the day, you'll
yeah,
have to enjoy, and you'll have to try keep doing better than yesterday. Okay,
yeah,
and there is this one fact secret, and that is you'll have to go out, shoot, and shoot. That's it. There
yeah,
is no shortcut.
yeah. Oh my God, we have so many questions and so many people, but we have to we have to meet definitely again to have and again a talk when your next book is coming. Anwar, you are so
Mhm.
inspiring. Your photography, also your support and your posts on Instagram. This is probably something during the COVID time where I think also the community became bigger, stronger. We are now able
Yeah.
also to ask each other questions and to keep in touch and to visit each other like you and Marcy. And this is amazing to hear and to see.
Yeah,
And
that's a big opportunity for me. I never thought that I will be qualified for this show, and that gave me goosebumps undoubtedly. Okay,
you are more
and
than
I'm so thankful.
qualified. And you are also as a person, if people now good to know, if somebody likes to go to Bangladesh, they can contact you for shooting and
Yeah,
for more informations. And I honestly thank you so much for everything, for your work, for everything that you are here. And also to our followers, thank you for watching.
thank you so
And
much.
for
Thank you so
yeah and
much.
for being interested for asking us and we always keep in touch and yeah, Anwar, and thank you so much from my heart,
Thank you
really.
so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Agnes, for making this actually happen. End of the day.
I
So.
thank you.
And thanks to Stace, thanks to the entire Steve Macadam team. You guys are excellent. You guys are excellent. And my English was bad, but
You
I
are
hope you could
amazing.
actually understand.
You're amazing, and
Okay.
I'm sending greetings to your wife and also
Yeah.
to your twins. Yeah. Yeah, to your amazing twins. Big hugs to
Okay.
everyone
Thank you.
in VCS.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
let's keep on making amazing work on the streets. Thank
See
you.
you some other day. Thank you. Bye.
Yes.